Hey, Thrand here.
Hey, this is Eldgrim, and this is the Thrand channel.
Yo! Hey, Thrand here.
Hey, this is Eldgrim.
And we're here with a very special reply video for Lindybeige. On Facebook, he had messaged me back after seeing our video for Roland Warzecha, comparing the cast blow. Well, the blow is actually thrown out. And the way it's thrown out is where it gets its power from. You accelerate the blade. It's much like the SCA technique when they talk about snapping the blade or accelerating the blade and streamlining it. It's basically all they're doing. It's the same kind of cut.
True.
And we use those back and forth all the time without being disarmed. But he immediately said that if the hand is up in this position, you know, where the thumb's slightly to the side,
That opposing force on the blade can knock it from your grip.
right, it can easily, it looks like it's weak this way if you look at it, because people draw the handshake grip and so on, and it looks like it can easily be cast out of the hand that way. But the thumb's not directly behind the sword unless, I guess, you were trying to set it that way to cut with it that way. When you throw the cast, the hand's basically in the classic position with it very tight on the back, like a hammer grip, like a hammer grip. And Matt Easton, he even mentioned that. That's how he does it. But when you end, just like I said, when he ends up in this position if you get full extension.
It's only momentary, though.
Right. We even see depictions where it looks like it's broken over more than, you know, a straight arm. We have another test for you here, and we're here with the River Shelt sword, the reenactment version from Medieval Shop. We accidentally misquoted before and thinking, because it does look very similar to it.
Yeah, we misquoted, called it River Thames, or
Thames.
River Thames. But the correct pronunciation is Thames, and we mispronounce it because of local dialect, not because we don't know any better.
We have a road right up from us, I mean, just a few blocks away, that is called Thames. If you call this anything else, and there's an apartment complex called Thames,
yeah.
If you call it anything else, they would look at you and not know where you're talking about.
You get somebody lost around here if you gave directions and told them
If you said Thames or Thames or however you want to say it in a proper pronunciation, they're not going to respond. Anyway, we're going to talk about the cast blow and it being easily knocked from the hand. We had a written or a text reply after Lindybeige saw our video, so I'm assuming maybe he might do a reply. If not, we wanted to reply to him. He said that he thought it would easily be knocked from the hand. I'm not sure if Arthurian historian had quoted that as well, but it's one of the things about the overarm throwing slide or the cast blow that we're getting criticized with, because it appears that the thumb is directly behind the quill.
Right. Well, this test is designed to prove whether or not that'll actually happen. So I have my pole. So we're going to use it a lot like a spear or a pole arm, except I'm going to use it more in the bow staff kind of respect, like a two-handed sword or something, and try and bash it out of his hand.
Knock it as hard as he can, which this guy here that's going to be my pell I'd be aiming at wouldn't have the ability to hit like that standing in front of me. Also, let's talk about the length of this. I'm going to be holding it to the back, as I said before. The thumb couldn't directly go behind the quillion because of how tight, the 8 centimeters or 7 centimeters the grips we find. It would only be, you know, in this kind of position, possibly off to the side. But I will even put it directly behind. I'll try some different ending positions, and I will throw a proper cast blow and see what happens here. Let's go ahead and see what we can do.
Oh! Good. It's hard to do this. Ah, damn. Damn it, man. It's hard. Ah, shit. It's hard to get you. Dad, God, that was good. And look at this. Look what it's doing to this shit. It's tearing it all up. And that's a blunt sword? Man, it's... So you know I'm hitting it, trying to knock it out of his hand. I'm not limp wristing this. I'm trying to knock it out of your hand with everything I got.
Try from the other angle?
Yeah. Try again. Ah, damn. It's hard to do that.
And it's easy just to, even with my fingers holding this way, if I'm holding it this way, it just, there's nothing to it. It's not going to go anywhere because I'm holding it back here. This is the whole thing. This is gripped tight because of the T shape back here. So what's going on is I'm holding it this way, so even if he knocks it this way, I've still got a hold of the sword. If he knocks it this way, I still have a hold of the sword. All I have to do is redirect the energy. And
roll with it.
Yeah.
Rolling with it. Let's try one more and see if I'm going to try really hard this time. Oh, hold up. All right. Ready?
And I've still got control of the sword, and notice where I'm holding it. My hand's not up here, it's not tight. What would happen if you try it with a tight grip like he speaks of? Let's just try that real fast. All right. Hit it really good, and I'm going to come down this way.
All right.
Oh! Well, believe it or not, with this sword, I ended up in the same position when he knocked it that way because the sword tried to pull out of my hand that way. So I really don't see the difference.
I don't, yeah.
The only thing I can think of is if they're talking about a different style of disarm where you intentionally disarm the person, and those type of disarm situations are rare in HEMA and stuff. They're going to work anyway. I don't care what grip the guy's got. It's going to work if you apply a proper disarm against the hand and thumb. You know, it has nothing to do with the grip and the sword being swung. I mean, that's something totally different.
It is. I can feel it. I mean, it's rocking my arms whenever I'm...
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem with this technique.
Thanks.
Sorry. We are here with Stone Cleaver, Stene Cleaver, my favorite sword, and it has an actual tight grip. I modified this for another video because it was slightly longer, like all modern swords. Even though it was made for me, it was done that way because they assumed that I wanted, I guess, a gauntlet, like everybody would assume. But we've got the actual 8 centimeters. It's about 8-7 centimeters, somewhere between 8-7 centimeters. And we've got the tight grip. And like I was saying, it's very difficult to get your thumb behind this. It would be off to one side. If you're using the grip we're speaking of, even if this is perfectly straight here, which would be even tighter then, your thumb's going to be off to one side. So it's not like your thumb's directly behind it and this is totally open here and easy to pull out. Your thumb is slightly off to one side, and most of your grip is in the back when you do the cast blow. The other thing he keeps speaking of is that there's no control. I can't stop this. Once I get it going that way, there's no control, which you can see you can control it. But what we're going to do here is we're going to do a test where I use a live steel blade and try to cut through the bottle, and he's going to see if he can somehow interrupt my cut. Yep. You know, stop me from cutting the bottle and just see what it does if it knocks it out of my hand. I've got a lanyard, so this is a lanyard or a thong or a tether, which comes up, I know, in Grettir the Strong and some other sagas where they use it to have a secondary weapon or switch to it quickly, so on from spear. So it's a common thing that you do see in old text. And I always stand like I have a shield, which would be harder for him to do this with the shield in the way. But I'm going to try and cast blow to cut through this, and he's going to try to hit it and keep it from doing so.
All right, ready? Go.
I think he hit my blade, but
I did. You can see the mark where I hit it.
I just don't think it did very much good in stopping me. The thing is, a parry's a parry. It'd be something.
Well, here we can see where I hit it right here.
But a parry would be something to stop the blade. If he's trying so hard to knock it out of my hand, how is he going to defend himself if I'm on target?
That's true.
That was my point here. I didn't think it would be something. If I'm actually going for a target, how easy it's going to be to stop it when you see it coming.
Yeah.
Not easy at all.
I don't even know if I hit you.
I think you hit the bottle. Well, I was hitting it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the testing today.
I know I did. I had a blast.
Oh, most certainly. And I think we've pretty much proven what we already knew, that when the cast blow is thrown out, that it's not going to easily be knocked out of the hand. You know, under optimal situations where the guy could hit it with full force from a two-handed blow, it bent the blade severely if you go back and look at that.
You're absolutely right.
But the blade snapped right back. Of course, we have modern blades, like the pattern welded one here, which this one is actually made more moderately, probably snap back as well, because it has a spring temper compared to like some of the early migrational swords. Probably, if you had a sword like that, he'd have been putting his foot on it to bend it back.
Right, yeah.
But it bounces. The finger, the thumb actually comes in as I'm throwing it out. If something impacts it,
it's instinctive.
So if anybody noticed that, when my thumb popped in, it's just instinct. And then the back of the pommel, the T-shaped pommel, like we were saying, allows you to just redirect the weight of the blade.
It's not just the pommel. Now, it has a lot of your physiology has to do with that. Your wrist, elbow, shoulders. As the force impacts on either side of the blade,
the whole thing your
physiology reacts to it as well. You're not a steel bar holding that out at the end of that blow.
Most certainly.
You are a dynamic fluid machine.
So Lindy's saying that this has a lot of advantages, not having to step, having extreme power, which power is not the main focus. I mean, you can just throw with lighter amounts if you think you need less. Is correct. I believe he's correct on it. He stated that he saw a lot of advantages to it, but it could easily be disarmed. I think we've proven this.
We've just proven that, yeah.
Even when I go directly for the target, you weren't able to hit it.
No, now,
when I actually stabbed at the jug, or
Lindybeige.
Lindybeige.
Feel free to make a video reply to us, Lindy. And we appreciate all of you watching. You're the guys that make it possible for our channel to keep going. I think we're approaching 15,000 subscribers now, so thank you, everyone.
We're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you
very much for that.
Big shout outs to Zombie Go Boom, who've been big help to us. Big shout out to Lindybeige, Scalagrim, Gladiatoria. That's Matt Easton.
Matt Easton, most certainly.
I'll tip my hat to you, brother. And also, big thanks to Neil Burridge, Lord Tim over at Medieval Shop. If it wasn't for him sending us items to help us make videos, we wouldn't have any videos.
Right, most certainly. And all our supporters on Patreon.
That's right. Thank you again. That special shout out to our boy Pete Costanzo in Nevada.
Making mead. He's making wild yeast mead.
He's been posting that on the
Said
boat
it was
crew.
excellent.
Yeah, we're kind of keeping up with a daily journal of how his mead's going on the boat crew. And speaking of which, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, comment down below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We love subscribers, so go ahead and subscribe. That's a YouTube channel, Thrand. Find us on Facebook at Thrand and Eldgrim's Well of Remembrance. Also, you can find our closed group that we were just talking about, the Thrand YouTube Boat Crew. You can be a part of the boat crew. Get in there, talk about everything anachronistic and living history. If you have questions about creating weapons, armor, anything of the like, Thrand and I can help. And if we can't, there are members of the crew that can help you.
Most certainly.
So be sure to ask to join. All you do is type it in the search engine on Facebook, Thrand YouTube Boat Crew. Join, we'll let you right in. Don't forget, subscribe, donate to our channel at www.patreon.com/Thrand. Also, we have a PayPal, is that right?
Yeah, Thrand at yahoo.com is the ID, but you can also send me an email there if you like to let me know what you want us to do with the money, because if we can do what you ask, we will try our best to test what you ask us to or address the subject at hand that you'd like us to research, or if we already have prior knowledge to it.
That's right. So anyway, thank you again, everyone, and help us make the push to 20K this month.
Yo!
Tell your friends to subscribe, guys. Thank you again. It's a pleasure having you. Farewell.
Farewell.
No!